So let's make this delicious Goan drumstick dal. I washed and wiped dry two thick drumsticks or shenga, and I'm just going to use a peeler and take off the outer peel of the drumstick. Now I'm going to just cut off the edges, or the ends, and I'm going to cut them into about 2-inch size pieces. Now in the middle, if you do get some kind of peel coming off, take off that peel. And then this way, I'll just cut up everything. And also I'm going to be using cooked toor dal. So watch the video till the end because I'll show you how to cook your toor dal perfectly. Here is our drumsticks all ready for the recipe. So now I've heated up a pan and I'm going to add just half a tablespoon of oil. This does not require lots of oil. Spread the oil in the pan. Once the oil is hot, we're going to add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, also called moori or rye. Then add a few fresh curry leaves, depending on how much you like curry leaves. I love curry leaves in any of my dals. Then mix everything really well together. Then we're going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi, and mix everything well together. Now, I'm going to add the drumsticks that we prepped or prepared. Mix it well with the bagar or the fodni. Let it get nicely coated with all of the spices that we've added to the fodni or the bagar. And now I'm just going to add half a cup of water and we're going to cook this, covering it for about 10 to 15 minutes on a low to medium flame because we want the drumsticks to get nicely cooked. Now once our drumsticks are cooked, you can see that the flesh of or the pulp of the drumstick rather has turned to white. That means it is cooked. And now again, once we add the dal, it will still continue cooking, but we want to cook it basically with water. So once our drumsticks are nice and cooked, we're going to add this cooked toor dal. Now generally toor dal goes well with this recipe, but if you're used to using masoor dal, you can also add that. Mix everything really well together. Now you can add some more water if you require. If you want your dal to be thinner, you add water. If you want it a thicker consistency, then don't add the water. I'm just using the dal water. Now we're going to flavor it with some salt to taste. I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of jaggery or gur. You can also substitute with sugar. And I'm going to add a little bit of kokum or amsol or sola. You can also add a little bit of tamarind juice. Then we're going to add half a teaspoon of red chilli powder. You can adjust this according to your taste. If you want it more spicy, you add more. If you want it less spicy, add less. And then 2 to 3 teaspoons of this goda or kala masala. Now this is homemade. I leave a recipe for it, a link of my recipe rather. It's very simple. You can make a big batch of this and store it and use it for any kind of dal. It just takes the dal to a different level. Now this is optional, but I'm adding just about a tablespoon of grated coconut. This is completely optional. Mix everything well together. And now let this start to boil on a low to medium heat. Mix everything again. And then just cover and cook this on a low to medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes till everything comes together really, really well. And now our lovely, delicious drumstick dal is all ready. I love to have this with some steamed rice and some lovely vegetable at the side. It's super delicious. And, it's very healthy too. So incorporate a lot of vegetables in your diet. It's really, really good. And now I'm just going to let you just take you through how I cook my toor dal perfectly. So here I've taken 3/4 of a cup of toor dal. I've washed it well under water. You need to wash it well. And then I'm just going to keep it aside for about, in 3 cups of water for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm just going to put it into my pressure cooker. I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric powder and a little bit of hing. This is optional, you don't need to add it at this stage, but I like to add it for that lovely color. And asafoetida helps in digestion as well. And then I'm going to add just a little salt. You can skip the salt at this stage. This is just how I basically cook my dal. And then I'm just going to pressure cook it in my pressure pan for 1 whistle on high and then simmer it for 10 minutes. And then let it cool down in the pressure pan or in the cooker completely till the cooker cools down completely. And then after you take it out from the cooker, just take a whisk, or we have a wooden whisk at home which is called ravi. We just whisk it very well so that you get a very smooth consistency of the dal, and that's how you use your toor dal for this recipe.